America as a provider of paid security is a mistake. Washington is reassessing its strategy to remain the world's leading military and financial power. The idea of delegating regional security to allies while providing only indirect support is not working, neither for containing China's growing influence nor for defending the global centrality of the dollar and its consequent, quasi, seigniorage advantage. There is confusion generated by a conflict between different, strategic concepts, but a doctrine is emerging of America as a direct provider of security in exchange for money, America as a service. Donald Trump's advisors have managed to convince him not to make the price of providing security to allied Gulf nations brutal and counterproductive, nor contrary to international law on free navigation. From a 20% levy calculated on the value of a ship's cargo, the approach has shifted to investment agreements in the United States with the individual Gulf nations themselves. In the short/medium term, America will continue its active presence, with moments of military engagement, in the Gulf and will strengthen its alliance with the Sunni Arab nations of the region, making it more likely to contain oil and derivative prices. But in perspective, the provision of paid security, motivated in the immediate term by Trump's search for consensus among isolationist/Americanist voters, does not appear to be a good strategy either for U.S. globocentric interests or for its allies, nor for the financial world of the G7+ area and compatible nations. A better idea would be Henry Kissinger's from the early 1970s, a transition from single-nation management of the planet to collective management. Then, my own strategic scenario theme from 2007 onward, book The Grand Alliance, to evolve into an alliance of democracies and compatible regimes in a G7+ format, Nova Pax. Better because mutually contributive among nations and based on open trade standards, but so far not pursued by America due to the risk of losing conditioning sovereignty over its allies. And better because it would be an international community more coherent and larger than the Russo Sino centric bloc of authoritarian regimes, thus capable of influencing it. Also because it would be the geopolitical basis for creating a common meta-currency, the credit, with a formula capable both of strengthening national currencies burdened by debt and of facilitating international trade. Here I note, after assessments with multiple U.S. and European investment funds, that the doctrine of America as a provider of paid security would be a disaster for the alliance. As long as Trump is in office, it will only be possible to avoid irreparable damage, but already now a post-Trump phase must be prepared, with a vector toward a G7+ in which America feels it can remain the leading global power within a balanced architecture rather than an unbalanced one with its allies. How to prepare this? The financial world must make itself heard more by politics.